Today we're going to be learning about AR verbs. Let's look at the difference between the sentence in blue and the sentences in black. A Juan le gusta bailar mucho. Juan likes to dance a lot. Juan baila mucho. Juan dances a lot. A Marta y a mí nos gusta cantar en la clase de español. Marta and I like to sing in Spanish class. Marta y yo cantamos en la clase de español. Marta and I sing in Spanish class. A mí no me gusta tomar apuntes. I don't like to take notes. Yo no tomo apuntes. I don't take notes. ¿Te gusta estudiar para estudios sociales? Do you like to study for social studies? ¿Estudias tú para estudios sociales? Do you study for social studies? In all of the sentences in the blue, we have the word gusta, meaning like. After gusta, we have what is called the infinitive. We have all the verbs with ARs. Notice in the second sentence, there is no AR. The endings changed based on the subject. Okay, so let's look to see what those endings are according to the subjects. Yo no tomo apuntes. I don't take notes. If you're talking about yourself, end your verb in O. Tú estudias para estudios sociales. You study for social studies. If you're talking about you, end your verb in AS. Juan no baila bien. Juan doesn't dance well. If you're talking about a he or a she or you formal, end the verb in A. Marta y yo cantamos en la clase de español. Marta and I sing in Spanish class. If you're talking about a nosotros or a we, end your verb in amos. Pedro y tú sacáis buenas notas en arte. Pedro and you get good grades in art. If you were talking about vosotros, end your verb in AIS. Luis y Miguel contestan las preguntas. Luis and Miguel answer the questions. If you were talking about a they or an ellos, end your verb in AN. Now, pause this video and go into Google Classroom and open up the AR verb notes. It should look like this. Once you have the notes open, then fill in the notes according to what's in this video. And an infinitive. An infinitive is just the original form of the verb. Por ejemplo, bailar, cantar. The stem is the verb minus the AR. The stem of bailar would be bail. So it changes it from to dance to just dance. Once you know the stem, then you need to know the AR verb ending you're going to add to it. For yo, it's O. For tú, it's as. Él, ella, usted, a. Nosotros, amos. Vosotros, ais. A, accent mark, IS. Ellos, ellas, ustedes is an. An upside down question mark equals do, is, am, are, or does, whichever one makes sense when you're translating the sentence. Okay, so how would you say I dance? How do you say I? Yo, to dance is bailar, but that would mean I to dance. So we're going to get rid of the AR, and now we're left with a stem, and we're going to go up here, and we're going to see that if the subject is yo, we're going to make it end with an O. Yo bailo. Okay, Raul and I practice sports. So Raul y yo. How do we say practice? Practicar. How do you say sports? Deportes. Again, this means Raul and I to practice sports. In order to get rid of the word to, we need to cross off the AR. Now, it'd be great if we could just end the verb like that, but we know there's more to it. So we're going to go up to our chart. We know that over here I'm alone, and when I have a friend, I have to move over and make room for Raul. And I'm going to end my verb in AMOS. Raul y yo practicamos deportes. Raul doesn't study. Raul, no, how do we say study? Estudiar. Okay, this technically means Raul doesn't to study. In order to get rid of the word to, we need to cross this off. We're going to go back up to our chart. We know Raul is a boy. And whenever we're talking about a he or a she or a euformal, we're going to make our word end in an A. Raul no estudia. Raul and Luisa don't cook. Raul y Luisa don't is no. To cook, cocinar. So again, this means Raul and Luisa don't to cook. In order to get rid of the word to, we need to cross off the AR. We're going to go back up to our chart. We know that if we want to just talk about Raul, we're going to end our word in an A. But now we know he's got his friend Luisa. So we've got to move over and make room for the friend Luisa. And we're going to end this verb in AN. Raul y Luisa no cocinan. Do you get good grades? Do is the upside down question mark. Okay, now we want to just type you get good grades. So tú, to get good grades is sacar buenas notas. But again, that means do you to get good grades? So we're going to cross off the AR. We're going to go up to the chart, and we see that if it's a to, we need to end our word in an AS. Tú sacas buenas notas. Okay, when do you take notes? Okay, what's the question word for when? Cuando. We need the word do. That's our upside down question mark. Put that at the beginning. You take notes is tú. Take notes is tomar apuntes. And this means when do you to take notes? So we need to get rid of that AR. We're going to go back up. We're going to look at the chart for to, and we see we're going to put an AS onto the end of the word. Cuando tú tomas apuntes.